Hope everyone's had a good week. Enjoyed outside time, family time, quiet time, personal time's important too. Letting everyone have their own personal time to themselves, including you. Yeah. We've had a pretty good one here. We've been outside a lot. We've been digging a lot in the dirt. Because May is almost here, and May is the time we like to plant flowers. So we're getting all these new spots ready for flowers. So we've been doing a lot of weeding and digging out roots. We've seen these really cool big roots. I'll talk about a lot of that next week. Let's do our songs and story today. And I have a new song. We'll do it at the end. But I think we're going to start with the We Are the Dinosaurs by the Laurie Berkner Band, because we haven't done that in a little while. And talk about planets, and dinosaurs were on planet Earth, right? All right, you ready? Let's start it up. Here we go. We are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. We make the earth flat. We make the earth flat. We stop and eat our food when we're in the mood. Stop and eat our food on the ground. We stop and eat our food when we're in the mood. Stop and eat our food, and then we march around. We are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. We make the earth flat. We make the earth flat. We stop and take a rest over in our nest. Stop and take a rest at the end of the day. We stop and take a rest over in our nest. Stop and take a rest, and then you'll hear us say, we are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. We make the earth flat. We make the earth flat. And then we roar. 'Cause we are the dinosaurs. It's always a fun song to sing. Alright, and then let's sing our Pretty Planet song. Sorry, that's Madison. This pretty planet, spinning through space. Your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space. Your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space. Garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. Ooh, that started getting tricky because I have a kid on my lap who crawled on. You gonna say hi, Madison? No? You just want to lay there? So, our last song for today is called Cuckoo.
Cuckoo?
Yeah, cuckoo. It's a sound a bird makes. And
Like I a cuckoo?
no, like a bird says a cuckoo, cuckoo. And there's this really pretty part that goes cuckoo, cuckoo. She's singing all day long. Now comes the month of May when you hear the cuckoo song. So this is perfect for this week, and I want to sing it next week because next Friday, in 1 week, it's going to be May. Can you believe that already? It's May. So, yeah, it's going to be May. April's almost done. So this is a perfect song. Just listen to the words. May, the month of May. Just listen to the words and you'll see why I thought it would be good for today. All right. It goes like this. The winter time is over, the month of April gone. Now comes the month of May when you hear the cuckoo song. Cuckoo, cuckoo, she's singing all day long. Now comes the month of May when you hear the cuckoo song. The snow on every mountain is melting very fast. And now the pretty cuckoo can build her nest at last. Cuckoo, cuckoo, she's singing all day long. Now comes the month of May when you hear the cuckoo song. A girl stands by her window to hear the cuckoo sing. To think about her sweetheart and welcome in the spring. Cuckoo, cuckoo, she's singing all day long. Now comes the month of May when you hear the cuckoo song. Isn't that pretty? Isn't she pretty? Isn't that a pretty song? So we'll sing that next week too. We'll sing it a lot. We can sing it in May too as well. It's just a pretty, pretty song. So, all right. So let's go and check on our chrysalis, our caterpillars. Has anything happened yet?
He's so heavy.
So it's been about. He's so heavy.
He's so heavy.
It's been about 7 days. The caterpillars have been in their chrysalis, and they say it takes about 7 to 10 days. So really, any day now, they will pop out. And if they do, I will post an extra little video on my YouTube page, okay? But they're still there. They're still looking. I noticed the chrysalis is like a little lighter in color. Not as dark. I wonder if that means anything.
I'm holding Louie.
Okay. All right. Let's go listen to our stories. Okay, so we have read, remember reading the series of books, and we started with the sun and the moon, and then we did the first 2 planets, Mercury, Venus, and then on Wednesday we did Earth, then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. We stopped there, so we have these 2 more to learn. Let's see, Mercury, Venus, Earth, then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And I have an extra book. Uranus and Neptune. And yes, it's called Uranus.
You have it?
I do have that book. Uranus is the 3rd largest planet in the solar system. It is the 7th planet from the sun.
Look
and
what
Uranus is made mostly...
Look what I found in the book.
I know. We'll show them in a second. I'm going to read this one, though.
Okay.
Uranus is made mostly of gas. Uranus is strange because it spins on its side. We talked about that last week. So that the rings are going this way instead of this way. 1 year on Uranus is 84 Earth years. Wow. You have to be 84. You'll turn 84 years old if you were just born. And then you'd have 1 year on Uranus. A year is the time it takes a planet to go around the sun once. A 1 day on Uranus is about 17 hours. So shorter than our day. A day is the time a planet takes to spin once. For thousands of years, people knew there were 5 planets, and they could see them moving slowly in the sky. Uranus was the first new planet to be found in 1781. I'm going to fix my book. So many children have loved this book looking at it.
That's my friend. Those are my friends, Daddy.
Uranus has at least 27 moons. The 5 biggest moons are Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Remember, how many moons do we have? So it's pretty cool that other planets have more than that. Neptune has 13 moons. Its biggest moon is Triton. So Uranus has more. Neptune is the farthest planet. It is the 4th largest planet in the solar system. And Neptune is very, very far away. So you can see there's the sun. Look all the way out here is Neptune.
Sorry, Mom. I'm putting this away, Mom.
Okay. Uranus and Neptune have rings. The rings of Uranus go from top to bottom. And Neptune's rings go from side to side, like Saturn. The rings of both planets are very, very hard to see. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it through here. Well, you can kind of see here. Right there. And then these rings right here. Now, dwarf planets are large objects that go around the sun. They're not big enough to be true planets like Mercury and Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So far, we know of 5 dwarf planets. And these are called Pluto, Eris, Ceres, I think it's Haumea, and Makemake. I think that's how they're called. I have to double check how to pronounce them. So they're not big enough, but they're also not considered moons. So they're called dwarf planets. Pluto is smaller than Earth's moon. It is even farther away than Neptune. It's so cold. It is very cold with lots of ice. And Pluto has 3 moons. Charon is Pluto's biggest moon. It's even bigger than Pluto. Didn't know a moon could be bigger than the actual planet. Pluto. Yeah, this is Pluto.
Oh, yeah.
Eris is very far away. It is 3 times farther than Pluto. Between Mars and Jupiter, there's a band of rocks called asteroids, and this is where Ceres can be found. So not all of the dwarf planets are super far away. The asteroid
Look what I found.
Not cool? All right, so Uranus and Neptune, and then dwarf planets. All right, let's add our last book to our series. It's called Asteroids, Comets, and Meteors.
And Mars.
It does kind of like, that's not Mars, but it is red. Huh?
Red Mars. Red Mars.
Asteroids are large chunks of rock or metal, and they move around the sun. Planets are round like a ball. Asteroids are much smaller. And asteroids can be lots of different shapes. Sorry, keep that in mind. Large chunks of rock or metal, and they can be different shapes. Asteroids are not usually round like planets. Some can be bigger than a city. Others are the size of a bus. The asteroid Cleopatra is strange. It is shaped like a dog's bone. Here. There are lots of asteroids in the solar system. Most of them are found in groups. There's a band of asteroids between Mars and Jupiter, and it's called the asteroid belt. It has millions of asteroids. So right here, this big, pretty sparkly thing, that's an asteroid belt filled with a whole bunch of large chunks of rock and metal, all different shapes.
Look what I'm doing.
A comet, so that was asteroid, large chunks of rock and metal, different shapes. That's asteroid. A comet is made of dust, ice, and little bits of rock. As the comets get closer to the sun, it starts to melt. So, dust and gas trail from the comet. This is called a comet's trail. So comets are not like asteroids. They're made of dust, ice, and little bits of rock. And when they get closer, it starts to melt. And you can see how it looks like the gas trail. Isn't that pretty? One of the best known comets is Hale-Bopp. It flew past Earth in 1995 and 1996. People could see the comet in the sky for over 1 year. Wow, look how pretty that is over the sky. The asteroid Ida has its own moon, and it's called Dactyl. And Dactyl is a small moon, and it's about as long as 15 football pitches. Now, so we talked about asteroids, large chunks of rock or metal. Meteors are, not meteors, comets are bits of dust, ice, and little bits of rock, right? The last is meteors. Meteors are small bits of rock and metal. Asteroids are large. Sometimes they enter the gases surrounding Earth. And we can see meteors in the sky. Look at that.
Look what I'm doing. Stampy.
Madison's doing a lot of art lately. Earth can... Oh, you're doing stamping. Earth can pass near the tail of a comet. Then we see more meteors than usual. It's called a meteor shower. Glowing sparks cut across the sky, and this is called a meteor shower. Look how pretty that would be to see. Meteorites. A large meteor might not all burn up in the atmosphere. If it hits the ground, it's called a meteorite. Some meteorites are rocks that were knocked off Mars. Some people have found these on Earth. Isn't that cool?
Like we're going to.
You want to find one? That would be kind of fun. The end. I hope you enjoyed our week of planets, our second week of planets. We are definitely going to come back to space study. Not right now because there's been a highly big request about planting and things like that next week. But yes, I want to go back and I'll have things about moon and stars and constellations. Won't that be fun? All right. I hope everyone has a great weekend. We have big plans of having fun, being together. Saturday is supposed to be gorgeous here, so we are going to be outside. Picnics and things like that in our backyard.
A picnic.
So have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.